Thunder strikes, Guardians of Dominion, Zeus is here. We finally got our hands on the brand new hero Electra, and today we're pushing her to the limit. How strong can she really get when fully built, and will she change the frontline meta? Stay with me, because some of the results might surprise you. I started by leveling Electra immediately to 130. When I received her, she was level 100 red +1, so the first logical step was to push her to max level. Right after hitting 130, I moved straight into developing her items, but I quickly realized I didn't have everything ready. That's why I strongly recommend you start farming her required items early from the campaign. It will save you a lot of time later, especially if you want to fully max her on day 1 like I did. Once her items were completed, it was time to upgrade her skills. I had over 200 skill points saved, and I even bought a batch of them for 10 emeralds, but it still wasn't enough to finish everything. This forced me to spend extra emeralds just to max her out. I do this purely for content, to show you her full potential. But let's be real, the correct way is to collect skill points daily and be patient. 1 skill point regenerates every 5 minutes, and that means this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. If you don't have enough points yet, just let them stack naturally. After skills, I moved on to her skin. Right now, Electra only has her default skin, but personally, I'm confident her next skin will be a health skin, most likely arriving during her dedicated event. A tank always benefits from more health, so it makes perfect sense. Then I displayed all of her equipment for you. If you want, you can pause and take a screenshot, but don't worry, I will also include every single item inside a blog post, so you'll be able to review it anytime. Next up, Electra's glyphs. Now listen carefully, do not follow the order I used today as a guideline for priority. I upgraded them randomly just because I had enough runes to finish them all. In my upcoming videos, I will show you the correct glyph priority after I fully analyze her skill interactions and kit design. Since she is a tank, one thing is already clear, defensive stats are always the foundation. The longer she stays alive at the front line, the more value she brings to the team. After glyphs, I moved into Gift of the Elements. Since all my titans are already maxed, I had an enormous amount of sparks of power saved, which allowed me to instantly max her Gift of Elements without hesitation. From there, I transitioned directly to her artifacts. Her first artifact boosts magic attack. Similar to glyphs, I didn't follow a priority system here, I simply maxed everything to showcase her full power. In the next video, I'll go deeper into the ideal artifact order. To be honest, I was a bit nervous I wouldn't have enough artifact materials to max her, but fortunately, I did. I've been stacking red artifact resources ever since the Cascade event, intentionally avoiding upgrading other heroes, just in case a powerful new hero like Electra arrived, and that decision paid off. Next came Ascension. Since Electra is a strength-based tank, her Ascension crystals are strength crystals. At the moment, her Ascension skills are still locked, which strongly hints that we will receive additional ascended abilities for her in the future. Once Ascension was completed, we jumped back to analyze her skills and stats. Right now, my Electra is completely maxed, the only thing missing is her 6th star. Her first skill reflects 50% of the damage absorbed. The shield capacity itself scales with her health, meaning the stronger her health pool becomes, the stronger her shield becomes during battle. Another very interesting aspect is her vampirism, which also scales directly with her health. We'll break this down deeper in future videos. Her third skill is especially important. 40% of the damage received by her allies is redirected to Electra, which in return also powers up her own shield. This creates a self-sustaining defensive loop. And her final skill is where things get really strategic. It converts armor, magic defense, and dodge into strength, but not in a 1-to-1 ratio. The skill clearly states that for every 100 defensive stat points lost, she gains 74 strength. This calculation happens before the battle begins, meaning external boosts like Foundry buffs or Oliver's effects do not influence this conversion. And now for the fun part. I will show you 2 real battles where Electra didn't just tank, she delivered massive damage. And honestly, seeing a tank output this level of damage is completely unexpected and extremely exciting. So to wrap it up, Electra is more than just a tank. She scales with health, redirects damage to fuel her own shield, converts defensive stats into strength, and can even surprise us with massive damage in battle. We maxed her level, skills, items, glyphs, gift, artifacts, and Ascension to see her true potential, and she did not disappoint. Remember, proper development takes time. Farm your items early, stack skill points daily, and focus on defensive stats when it comes to tanks. And most importantly, always plan ahead for new heroes, just like we did by saving artifact resources. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Electra so far? Which team do you want me to test her in next? Drop your ideas in the comments, I read everything, and your suggestions shape the next videos. If this breakdown helped you, hit that like button, it tells me to make more content like this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next strategy, analysis, or Electra update. That's it from me today, Guardians. Stay sharp, build smart, and remember, in hero wars, preparation always beats power. See you in Dominion. Salute and friendship.